I think it's better I lock the door, so that no one will disturb us. Dr. Soterman warned me against you, but I didn't believe him. You say nothing. Look at the screen and you'll see some interesting pictures. They were taken during our experiments here at the St. Anna Clinic. This is a resistance experiment. This woman, 30 years old, volunteered to look after a 4-month-old baby with brain injury, who screams day and night. We wanted to see what would happen to this completely normal, fairly intelligent woman if we shut her in with a child that never stopped screaming. As you see, after 12 hours, she is still quite self-possessed. Now, however, 24 hours have passed. We can see now that she is affected. Her sympathy for the sick child has been wiped out. Her feelings replaced by deep depression, which in its turn paralyzes every initiative. She has left the child to its fate. Here we can see quite clearly that the thought of ridding herself of the child has developed. But it took another 6 hours before she carried out her intention. A remarkable resistance. Unfortunately, our camera didn't manage to document the actual deed. Our technique has not been quite perfected. You would like to see more, wouldn't you? Ich heb jetzt mal den Kopf an. Versucht mal seinen Kopf zu bekommen. Yeah? For 7 days, this man was shut up in a cell, so constructed that he could not move his arms, legs, or head. In addition, he was deprived of all sound and was in total darkness. I know what you're going to say, Abel. You are wondering how we could get anyone to agree to such an experiment voluntarily. No trouble, I assure you. People will do anything for a little money and a square meal. These pictures are not particularly instructive, but may be of physiognomic interest. The subject was given an injection of thanatoxine, a drug that produces violent anguish. What you will see is someone subjected to unbearable agony. Here you see him just as he's given the injection. You notice that he is quite balanced and is laughing and joking. An unusually nice boy, incidentally. He was a student of political science at the university. We are now at the condition of dread, which is getting worse and worse. In a few moments, he'll commit suicide. Watch carefully, it happens without any warning. He picks up the revolver. You can't see it properly. Now you can see it. Then he puts it in his mouth. The gun is not loaded, of course. That student really did shoot himself a few days later. Although the effects of the thanatoxine had completely worn off. Your brother, Max, met with the same misfortune. By the way, he was one of our best assistants. He was really interested in our experiments. He wanted to try out the thanatoxine. I advised him not to, but he insisted. Comic, isn't it, Abel? One day you can tell all this to anyone who is willing to listen. No one will believe you. Despite the fact that anyone who makes the slightest effort can see what is waiting in the future. It's like a serpent's egg. Through the thin membranes, you can clearly discern the already perfect reptile.